So I'm finally getting around to actually recording this video. I had put on TikTok some time ago and on the Instagram that, I would cover what we were doing in this game. So, to give you a broad overview, this is called the Guardians of the Motleyverse, and it does stem from uh, the the 10-year campaign that we have had in D&D that that we're currently on hold, but we're getting ready to pick back up with a different cast of characters. This game kind of has a lot of Easter eggs from that campaign in it, so there's a lot of inside jokes that me and my group that we play with will get a jolly out of. You guys probably not so much, but it's still funny things, such as our character names and things like that are hidden throughout the game. One of the guys uh, on our Instagram had actually messaged us and was talking about how it looked like a very interesting game, a unique taste kind of game. And to that, I told him, it is still an alpha, so it's kind of, it's going to change over time. Right now, it's going to seem like there's really no end objective, but I promise you that there is some in-game content. So we'll go ahead and get started. Uh, you will start out here at the begin your adventure screen. Now, we will be releasing this on Android and on Steam. It'll probably release on Android before it does Steam. We already have it in testing on Android, but aside from doing our development on PC, that's the amount of testing we've done for PC. But let's go ahead and click on it. So you're going to get the splash screen here. This is actually our the company that we're going to do our game design under. It's going to be Gamesmith, just because aside from calling myself Captain Tatterflag, my last name is Smith. Uh, and it's such a plain name, I figured I'll go by Captain Tatterflag on everything just to be unique. A lot of my sculptures and what little I do painting, I do under that alias. So down here behind the Captain Tatterflag symbol, let me move that out of the way real quick. You will see our logo. It's got our copyright information on it and everything. So we do, in fact, own the copyright on this material. I'll go ahead and say that before someone decides they'd like to go steal it. I have actually done all the fancy paperwork and all that stuff. Anyways, it does bring us here to Guardians of the Motleyverse. When you first start up the game, this continue won't be here. The only reason it's here is because I have been playing on this device. So it'll, whenever you start up, you won't have the continue option. You'll just have new game, exit. Also, this little icon here, of course, turns the sound off and on. So if I hit that, it'll start playing the music. I'm going to go ahead and stop it, so just in case it's too loud. But all the music in the game is going to be from a user known as Technoax. He does a lot of cool royalty-free music, and I highly suggest him if you're working on a project and you need some music for that project. And let's see, make sure that this is covering the full screen. Okay. But yeah, if you need music and you don't have time to create it on your own, I highly suggest taking a look at his stuff. He literally does all forms of music. He does jazz, he does Minecraft style music, just all kinds of different stuff. So definitely check him out. So what we're going to do for this gameplay, we're just going to go ahead and hit new game. And now, because I already have a character, it's going to ask me if I want to start a new game or not. So we're just going to go with yes for now. Alright, so here's the character that we ended up creating. Her name is Megan Jenkins. And the reason I spelt it that way is because I think it's very obnoxious the way that some people say Megan, of Megan, just trying to be different kind of thing. So that's what I went with. Gender female, human is the species. She is also a rogue, and she's apparently 14 years old, so she's getting a horrible start in life as a thief. She does have some Harley Quinn vibes, so maybe she's fallen into a bad relationship and went down that road. Up here we have her stats, her strength, agility, intelligence, perception, and wisdom. Down here is her HP. Now her HP does, her strength plays into her HP somewhat. There is a calculation, I'm not going to get into that, to determine the HP. The agility also plays a part. It's your action points here. Your action points are used for moving around the map, traveling to other locations, things like that. That's what your action points are going to be used for. Right here we have the makeshift inventory. This game doesn't really have an inventory system per se. It's just got some, I want to call them buffs. For instance, this one right here, this is the poison sword or poison weapon. And that just dictates what kind of damage, melee damage, that you're going to be doing. So if we attack something, she's going to be doing poison damage for her melee attacks. Now, just because she's a rogue doesn't mean that she won't be able to do magic. Over here, you don't see right now because we don't have any of it, but there's armor, magic, there's an item that you can have over here. So all those things will show up here as we go through the game and unlock them. And there's different types of armor, different types of magic, all that good stuff. Now, up here for condition, healthy. So right now she's healthy. There are conditions such as poison, paralyzed, things like that you'll occur that will hinder you from moving different locations, things like that. Alignment is good. Now we do have a karma-based system where if you do bad things, you will get punished for them. And this alignment of good will turn to criminal. We don't have any in-betweens. It's either good or bad. Right here, some of it's cut off by my camera, but this is going to be the location of where the random background story will be generated, and it'll put it there. Move myself up here, and right here behind my camera is the leave button. Now on most screens that leave button is there, so just note that. I'm not going to move my webcam every single time we go to a different screen to show you that. But up here is a little gear icon. If we click that, it takes us back to the main screen, and that way we can turn off the music if we so choose to do so. But let's go ahead and continue, and I'm going to go ahead and click the leave button. Alright, so here we are at the first map that we have encountered. It will randomly generate the locations of these buildings. And right now, this little check mark here, that's a little bug that we're working on. That shouldn't be there because we just now started. So none of these buildings have been entered. So none of them should have a check mark on them. But yeah, this first one here is a tavern. It's noted by the mug. Right here is a apothecary shop, which is where you get all of your magic items. Over here is an inn, and the inn's purpose is to rest without being attacked. So we'll get into resting in just a moment, but you'll understand that whenever we run out of action points, which is dictated here at the bottom, I'm just going to move my webcam up because apparently I'm blocking so much good content. Down here at the bottom is the action points, and right now I have 2 of 2, of course. And if I run out of action points, I've actually got to rest. So doing the campfire and resting is one way to replenish those. And if I do that, I'm out in the wild kind of thing, so monsters can actually attack me while I'm resting. So a random encounter can occur. So if we do an inn, it will charge us money, assuming that if it's open. So I can't. We'll go over that in a minute. But essentially, these shopping buildings, if you click on them, they're either going to be open or closed. And if they're open, they'll allow you in. You'll be able to look at the things for sale, if there are any things for sale, because it could be that they're out of stock. But if they do have something, you can buy it. Now with the inns, the rooms could be booked up. There's no rooms for you to sleep at, so that kind of thing can happen. Let's see, that's all that's on this map. Another thing is up here at the top left. If I want to get back to my character sheet, I hit the character sheet. Brings me back to the same screen we were just at. Go back, and here we are back at the map again. Alright, so let's go ahead and spend some action points. That way we can show you the resting stuff. Ooh, okay. So this is fortuitous. While we were traveling, something happened. So Megan finds a ransacked wagon along the trail. From the tree above drops a dirty bandit. What is your action? So up here, this probably no one understands this reference, but this Klaus-looking person up here is the person attacking Megan. So if I come down here, I have different options. Use weapon, use magic, use item, parry, run, and poison. And I want to go ahead and, because these are off-placed, I want to just dictate to you that, again, this is an alpha, and we're just trying to get everything in place, and then we'll make it all, pretty. But as you can see, is some of these are quote-unquote grayed out. They're not active. The only ones we have active is use weapon, run, and poison. Now, poison is actually only a rogue trait. So if we were another class, we would have a different option right here. This option is always going to be the class option. It's the class ability that you have that you can use in this encounter. But I'm going to go ahead and hit it, and I know it's broken. So it says Megan splashes the 0, which should be Klaus's name here, which is generic bandit, with a mixture of poisonous materials. What is Megan's next action? So as you can see, I blasted them with some poison. I haven't been attacked yet by the bandit. That's because this poison ability is a what you would consider in D&D a free action. So if we come over here and hit use weapon, we see Megan swings their weapon at the bandit, striking them. The bandit manages to strike back. What is their action? So there is going to be a hit counter here that will tell you how much damage that you did in that attack. I do have that turned on for the beast encounters. I just don't have it set up for the bandit encounters just yet. Down here you'll see that our HP has changed to 8 from 12 because the bandit did some damage to us. So I'm going to go ahead and hit use weapon again. Okay. We actually defeated the bandit. Megan swings their weapon at the bandit, killing the thief. Megan looted 10 gold vespers worth of materials, selling them at general stores to claim, sell them at general stores to claim your money. I can't read today, apparently. So I will say right now, I have it turned on to all shops allow you to sell your materials that you get from encounters, just because for testing purposes. But whenever this game goes live, you will have to go to what's called a general store to sell these materials to get your gold. And I'll show you what that means here in a second. But as you can see, they did manage to get off one more attack before we destroyed them. So let's go ahead and hit next. Alright, so because we succeeded in beating this bandit, it took us on to the next area. Now, if we hadn't beaten that bandit, what happens is you're reduced to 0 hit points and you're left for dead. So when you're left for dead, you're at 0 hit points and you won't be able to travel. You'll actually have to rest before you travel. And resting will build your HP back up. However, it also you can get attacked by creatures. You get attacked by a creature at 0 hit points, you're gone. Your character's dead. This game is somewhat of a hardcore mode game. I did base it off of BitLife, some aspects. So you should come into this game thinking, hey, I am going to lose my character, because it's going to be very difficult for you to not die a couple of times before getting the gist of how this game goes. So we got a few new icons that have showed up in this new area, this metropolis here. So we have this icon, which is the bounty icon, and what this does is it allows you to go ahead and cause a bandit encounter to happen. This will give you more materials than just randomly running into a bandit. These are also harder encounters than just running into a bandit if you were traveling. Down here we have a new icon, which is the doctor area, the hospital. And if we were to go in there, and when I say if we were to go in there, this right now is the only icon that's working currently. So anything that shows up here I can go to, but all these other ones I can't go to just yet. However, like I was saying, here you're able to heal. Pretty straightforward. You pay for a heal instead of going and resting and healing. Now, when you rest and heal, you don't all the way heal. So, of course, this is a better option to get you all the way up to full HP. Or if you encountered a bandit and, you're near a hospital, you probably want to go to the hospital instead of resting and taking your chances with getting attacked by a beast. So up here, we do have the apothecary. Let's see if it's open. It was open. However, they're out of stock. So this is Frankincense and Murder is the name of this apothecary shop, which is not a great way to name your apothecary shop. But here we are. Now, on the shop menu, let me move the icon here. You do have your gold value down here in the bottom. And then right here on the counter, I'm going to just move up here for a little bit and see if I'm still blocking anything important. Right here you have the sell materials gathered. Now, like I said, in the future, the general stores will be the only ones that have it. This is a apothecary shop, so you won't be able to sell your materials here. Now, we did get materials from that bandit encounter, and I should have probably showed you where it dictates that, so I could show you how this works real quick, but we'll come to that hopefully here in a little bit. However, the place is out of stock. There's not much to see here, so let's go ahead and go. We're going to go up here to the character sheet, and as you can see right here, is that those materials that we got from that bandit fight. Now these, technically you don't have this gold. Now if you go to a general store, or if we were just in the apothecary shop, I could have traded those in and we would have 15 gold right now, but that's not the case. Alright, so we have one more action point. I'm going to go ahead and come up here behind my camera and hit the travel icon again. And we got attacked again. Like, I know the chances, so I won't say what are the chances, but I'll say that it's very unlikely that you should be getting attacked twice in a row. So that's pretty fun. Let me move the icon back down. Alright, so we got 5 HP. It's probably a bad idea to fight this guy. So I'm going to attempt to run, and we succeeded. So now that we're at 0 action points and we're back at the area that we were at initially, let's go ahead and rest here. So what's going to happen is, as you see down there in the bottom, it said please wait. That please wait timer is based on how many action points you actually have and have to replenish. So you'll be, if you have a lot of action points, you'll be waiting like 6 seconds, that kind of thing. But yeah. This is the window you'll get. We didn't get attacked by a creature. If we had gotten attacked by a creature, it would have been just like the bandit encounter. It would have just popped up here after we were done attempting to rest. So we succeeded in resting. So we'll go next. And of course, we're still here at the map because this is where we rested at. So if we go up here to the character sheet, you can see that we did heal up a little bit, and that's from the rest. We are back at 2 action points, so we're good to go. We're good to travel again. And here's hoping we don't get attacked by bandits. We didn't get attacked by bandits. Alright, so we're here at Pulaski Hamlet now. This is a different type of area than we've seen before. This is actually the dirt area, as I call it. It's just like, you know, a town instead of a city. So here we can see that we have cabins, we have some help signs. The help signs here will have some various little tasks that people need assistance with. It's not going to be super labor intensive. The thing about this game is it's not, you know, super graphically, you know, enhanced. It's not. It depends a lot on the randomness of the game. So if you like the roguelike aspect and some action adventure playing into it, then this is definitely going to be a fun little game for you. Down here we have a outpost. This outpost is going to be a several bandit encounter. It might be one bandit encounter depending on the randomness, but usually it's going to be several. It's going to be a choose your own adventure sort of thing. You pick which way you want to go. Based on that, different things will happen, and you'll find different things. We have a random tree out here in the middle of nowhere. Seems like it's got some fruit on it. We also have another bounty scroll here. So nothing much there. We'll go ahead and travel again. We're back in a city again. We're in Minnock municipality now. And we have an inn, we have a hospital, we got a tavern, and right here is the general store that I was telling you about. This is the store that you're going to want to look for if you have things to sell. And like I said, right now, we can sell anywhere. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit this inn. The inn is closed. So it's not going to do us any good. And we're at 0 action points, so let's go ahead and rest again. And we didn't get attacked. I want to get attacked, though. I want to show you guys that functionality. Back down here, we're back up to 2 action points. We go to our character sheet. We're fully healed now, so that's awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and travel again. Alright, we're in the tundra area. We got some things, most notably right here. behind my icon. Let me move it. So this is going to be somewhat like a dungeon. It's a cave. You're going to have several beasts that you have to fight. It's pretty much the companion to the outpost up here. The outpost does the bandits and the choose your own adventure kind of thing. Well, the cave also does the same thing, but it's beast oriented. So let's go ahead and travel again. Alright, and we are back into I guess you consider it a town. The only thing I see here is we have one little cabin here, and then we have an apothecary shop over here, and we have a tree. So it's practically a one-horse town or a one-tree town, whatever you want to call it. Resting again. The beasts aren't biting today, man. Which, I mean, is good and bad, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and travel. Alright, the bandits sure are biting. So we get attacked again. Megan hears rustling in a nearby bush. Before they can act, a thief begins to attack them. What is their action? So we already know that if we hit poison, it's sort of broken. I'm pretty sure it does still poison them. It's just we need to work on the terminology there. If I hit the use weapon, we swing our blade. They manage to attack us. They did 2 damage to us, and we killed them. And we got 5 gold Vespers out of that. So let's go ahead and go next. Not technically 5 gold Vespers, because we do have to go to a shop and trade in those materials to get them. Nothing new on this page. This is a tundra area. We're seeing some cabins here. I will dictate that the cabins here with the smoke coming out of it, those are going to be the active ones. There's something going on in those that you're going to want to check out. These ones without smoke coming out of them, they might have something in them that you want to explore, but you know, they're probably not active. They probably don't have anything sentient living in it, that kind of thing. Alright, so one thing to note is that we do have 1 action point left. We still can rest to get that action point back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest just because I want to see if we can get a beast to attack us. You know, if it was any other time than when I was trying to do this, it would be attacking us. And I could have set up buttons and random timers and things like that to force that kind of stuff, but I wanted to do a very organic experience. So let's go ahead and we're going to travel again. Again, the bandits are really working overtime today. Let's hack. Alright, we got 6 Vespers and we're down to 6 HP. Alright. Let's see if this apothecary shop is open. No, it is closed. Man, things are not looking good for Megan. Alright, nothing new on this. So this is another town, of course. Let's go look at our health. So we're at 6 health and we have 1 action point. I'm going to go ahead and rest again to see if we can get a beast to attack us. Didn't attack us. Alright, let's go ahead and travel. Alright, we're in a city again. We have an inn up here. Let's see if we can explore that. And we can. Nice. Alright, so we're in the Ox Inn. And we can rent a room for 26 gold. We don't have that right now. Even if we click over here and sell our materials, which let me move my icon, sell materials. Alright, so we have exactly 26 gold. Imagine that. However, I think we're already at max action points, so we might not want to waste that gold. We might want to save that and see if we can show you guys how the item system works and things like that by purchasing an item. So we won't mess with that right now. Just know if I was to hit this rent room, it is going to let us rest, and we won't get attacked by a beast because we're secure. No new shops here. Again, that's the general store shop. Let's go ahead and rest here in the city. Another thing about resting, depending on what location you're in, will be different animals that can attack you. For instance, here in the city, you're more likely to get attacked by bugs, rats, those kind of things. Whereas out in the wild, you're more likely to get attacked by something a little bit, cooler. Alright, we have a new icon here. Now, this one's just another variation of the dungeon. It just looks different. This is the new icon, however. This essentially is the companion to the bounty scroll. This one is just for fighting beasts. So if you click on that, it's going to force a beast encounter. There are beasts that you'll encounter that you wouldn't encounter if you were resting. So, and those encounters are harder, just like the bounty quests. Those are harder and more intense. So, all right. Another thing, just to point out, these are in fact rocks, just like the trees. They're just there for aesthetic purposes. They'll probably have a action on them at some point that they randomly have gold under them or something. But I'm still working on that. Gonna rest again, even though we have one. There we go, finally. Alright, Megan is violently awakened from their rest. Some wild beast has mistaken them for dinner. Looks like a rat of some sort. What is their action? Alright, so the reason it says a rat of some sort is the beasts have types. We have, let me pull up my notepad document. 1 second. I should have been better prepared, I guess. Alright. So we have giant, flaming, mythical, skeletal, void, diseased, clockwork, and origami. And I'm guessing you're like, origami? Like, what is that? You'll find out. We're not even going to touch on that probably ever in these dev releases, because that is some in-game content, and I don't want to spoil it for you. But there's your little teaser. So here we are with the rat. Luckily, we are at full HP now. We're going to poison it. So we do succeed. Megan splashes the rat with a mixture of poisonous materials. It's the same thing that popped up for the bandit earlier, only this time it's actually saying that it's a rat instead of just a 0 placeholder. Now, poison's going to do some damage to this guy. However, if it was a mythical rat, it would do more poison damage. And the reason is for that is just like, the Pokemon games, there is a, like, some of them do more damage to different types and things like that. So just know that, and I'm not going to go into what is better against what, because I would like you guys to figure that out once the game releases. But we're going to go ahead and swing our weapon at this guy. Oh man, that was so easy. Of course it's a rat. So it managed to get one little scratch off and do 1 damage to us. However, it had 3 gold worth of materials on it, so we got that going for us. We go up here to the character where we sold those materials earlier. This is now 3 because we killed the rat, and we got our 26 gold. So, alright, we'll go ahead and travel again. Nothing new here. This is just another outpost. However, let's go ahead and see if this store is open. It is, but it's out of stock. It's got a very groovy looking guy here running it, which is very fitting because this place is called the Iron Maiden, and he looks like he might listen to some Iron Maiden. Now, because we have 3 gold Vespers worth of materials on us, let's go ahead and take this time to sell the materials. And as you can see, we're up to 29 gold now. Alright. And look at that. I tried to travel before I realized we have 0 action points. And when you get this nice little message here, it says we must rest first. So let's go ahead and rest. Next. Go ahead and travel. I really want to get one of these puzzles to show you guys up here. So let's see if we can rush through this really quick and see if we can get one of those puzzles to show up in that first placeholder. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. The puzzles are really cool. They're not super hard. Some of them are more luck based than actual logic puzzles. But I like them. There's 3 different kinds of puzzles that you can get. Right here is the multicolored one. Now this one actually has a... oh, wait, there's 2 puzzles on this map. Too bad these aren't working currently. This puzzle right here has an icon right in the center. You'll have these shapes that are constantly changing color, and you have to tap on that symbol in the middle when all the symbols are the same color in order to get the reward for it. And the reward for puzzles are actually can be stats, you can get money, those kinds of things. And you won't know what changed because when you beat them, it just says that something has occurred and you're not sure what it is. This one down here, it is written. It's a code decipher kind of game. You'll have a word that is written in a ancient language, and you have to decipher what that word is. And that one's pretty hard. I don't know if you've ever done any of the decipher kind of puzzles, but you essentially have to look at the word and see if you can figure out the duplicate letters and things like that. That way you can kind of piece together what that word is. And most of the words are fantasy themed or adventuring themed, kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. All right, so we're still trying to get a puzzle to show you guys. Nothing new on this map to show you. We're almost at an hour. I would say half of you aren't even watching anymore. Yeah, nothing new on this. We could have went to the hospital, I guess. Could have showed you that. But it was probably closed, or the line was way too long to even go in and look. Typical healthcare systems in medieval fantasies. If it don't pop up here in the next little bit, oh, here we go. So we got an encounter here. Megan hums a tune as they sit before the fire. A branch snaps, and as they look up, a mythical swarm falls on top of them. That is the worst kind of swarm to fall on top of you. So if you remember earlier, I did mention that poison is better against mythical. So we're just going to go ahead and splash them with some poison. And we're going to swing our blade, and it is an instant kill. And we got 9 Vespers. That was a good loot there. They're just pelting us now. Alright, so we got attacked by another bandit. Going to swing. Okay, we're getting way too close to 0. However, this is probably a good time to show you that ability, so we'll see if we die. Megan is left for dead while the bandit makes off with their loot. Bummer. So if we go over here, if you were keeping track of how much money we were up to now, it was more than this. So whenever you get beaten by a bandit, they do leave you for dead. You have 0 HP, and they take some of your materials. And I will say, the more materials you have on you, the more likely it is that a bandit will attack you in the first place. If they see you carrying around all that money, they're going to want it. So, don't be a Scrooge McDuck and hoard all that wealth. All right. So let's try to rest, and hopefully nothing attacks us. All right, nothing attacked us. So if we go back over the character sheet, we're back up to 4 HP. We're okay, I guess. Go ahead and travel. Oh, luckily nothing attacked us. Let's go over here to the general shop. Everything's out of stock. Like, there must be a concert going on or something, and just they're getting waves of people coming in or something. This one is the Dirty and Soulworks. general store. So this neat little dude here is hanging out. Let's go ahead and sell our materials. That bumps us up to 39 gold. And let's continue. Nothing attacked us, which is awesome because we weren't at full health, and we're still not at full health, but hopefully we'll get there. Ooh, puzzle! Finally. Alright, so this is one of the luck and chance puzzles. As you see, we have ancient symbols here that we have to choose from. We get 9 attempts, and we have to get 3 successes. So the odds on this are pretty unlikely. It's not impossible, it's just very difficult. So I'm going to click this one. Alright, so as you can see, that is not what we're looking for. Let's try another one. I'm just going to go through here and see if we can get at least 1 success. Oh, thank God, we got one. Alright, so as you can see, since we got a success, it actually does not... it's not considered an attempt, and you guys are probably wondering what I'm talking about because it's all behind my camera here. Alright, so as you can see, here's the attempts, here's the successes, and we are at 6 attempts. Even though I've clicked 7 times, it's 6 because there was 1 success. So you've got that going for you. Oh man, so we got 3 more to do, and hopefully, there's no, 1 more. No, alright. So as you can see, the runes no longer respond to your touch. The enchantment's broken. So if I go in here and just start clicking, oh look, the puzzle box is broken. Can't do anything about it. But if you would have gotten all 3 of these special hidden symbols, then you would have unlocked an extra point in your stats or your gold, anything like that. And as you can see, we can't go back. So that one's done. Oh, we got a rest. I am so giddy. Alright. Man, this place is boring. All it's got is a bunch of trees and 1 little dungeon. Alright. Oh, this would have been a good map. It's got 3 puzzles on it. That's 3 chances to up your abilities. Go ahead and rest again. Kind of want to buy something from a shop. Let's see. See, this place is out of stock too. Alright, we didn't have anything to sell. Come on. Give us some items to buy. Because I think that's the last little thing we got to show y'all. Oh, man, I'm getting attacked by a bandit. Let's go ahead and knock him out real quick. He almost killed us, but that's fine. And moved on to the next area. Let's go ahead and rest. Another cool thing is each time you travel is considered a day. So your age will go up after a year. So 365 days. Which I seriously doubt I'll be able to show you that. Alright, so we're fully healed. Yeah, I'm just going to knock him out. Alright, general store. Shop's closed. Alright. Apothecary shop? Oh, here we go. Finally, something. Alright, so we can buy this cold orb. Now, because we don't have any magic items, it's not going to ask us, are we sure we want to buy it? But if we did have magic, it would have said, hey, you've already got this kind of magic. Are you sure you want to change? And then it'll change it. But he says thank you. And we are deducted our money. And if we go back to our character sheet now, boom. Now we got magic abilities. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can test these magic abilities out on something. There we go. Ooh, we got something new. Alright, so Megan is violently awakened from their rest. Some wild beast has mistaken them for dinner. Looks like a beetle of some sort. What is their action? So this is a giant beetle. You wouldn't know that unless you actually play it for a good amount of time. But as you can see, now Use Magic is ready to go. So if I hit it, Megan casts chaotic magic at the beetle, injuring it. The beast manages to take this time to attack. What is Megan's action? So down here we have taken 2 hits. If we go ahead and let's go ahead and swing our weapon. All right, killed him. Yeah, I didn't think that cold damage was going to do very much, so we're good. All right, so we'll go ahead and leave it off there because we're pushing almost an hour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This will be the first dev screening. We'll probably do a couple others once there's more things that we have to show you. However, I am the only one working on this, so it is taking more time. However, I foresee it being done hopefully summer of this year, and we can get it out on Android. I'm not sure how much time it'll take to get out on Steam. Currently there are no plans to put it out for Apple, only because I don't have a Mac. If you want to get us a Mac, by all means, we have tons of ways that you can support us, either through Patreon, sending us a Mac, that kind of thing. But yeah, for now it's just going to be Android and PC. We might, look into other things in the future. But another thing, we already have it figured up for costs. Costs will only be $1 on the App Store for Android. I'm not 100% sure if Steam has a minimum that you can charge, but whatever the minimum on Steam will probably be what we charge. We also have several ideas for expansions for this game. Probably the first expansion that we're going to be, drumroll please, is a ocean expansion. So you'll have a ship that you have to maintain, and you'll go out on ocean adventures, much like the map that you're looking at now. It'll be an ocean map. You'll have your boat there in the center of the screen, and then you'll have all your random objectives all around you. So that is a plan that we have going for us. Just because, hey, Captain Tatterflag gotta have some ocean in there somewhere. But if you guys have any suggestions, any ideas, if you just think it's a cool idea and you just want to say, hey, cool idea, we do have all forms of social media. I highly suggest taking a look at our Instagram, because that's where we spend most of our attention, just because that's where we have the most followers. If we start to get more followers on other platforms, then we'll definitely be turning our eye all over the place. Wherever you guys want this content, we'll be putting it. So I thank you guys for checking us out, and I hope you guys have a great day.